This video is brought to you by Answerly, a question platform that pays you for adding high-quality answers on different questions. The users are rewarded in Answerly tokens, which they can easily convert into dollars or any other cryptocurrency by using one of the exchanges mentioned in the description.
The best indie games comes in all shapes and sizes. True that some games don't need the production scale of big-shot companies to become well-known among players. Behind many beloved titles, there is the hard work and dedication of an indie company. Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel. In today's video, we'll be talking about the top 15 upcoming indie games out next week. The best indie games push the boundaries of what's possible in a video game. From party experiences like Among Us to wonderfully unique narrative adventures like Lake, there's an endless sea of excellent indie games to choose from. So here are our take on the top 15 indie games to help you out. Death's Door. Death's Door is an old-school Zelda game. You travel through an utterly beautiful and glorious world, clearing enemies along your way in an attempt to reach a big final boss for each area. There are a few different weapons to collect throughout your journey and a hub world in which you can upgrade your character. It's a linear adventure game that's akin to Zelda, giving you new abilities like bombs or a hookshot in each area that allows you to take on that new area in different ways. Sable. Embark on a unique and unforgettable journey and guide Sable through her gliding, a rite of passage that will take her across vast deserts and mesmerizing landscapes capped by the remains of spaceships and ancient wonders. Explore the dunes on your hoverbike, scale monumental ruins, and encounter other nomads as you unearth mysteries long forgotten and discover who she really is behind her mask. Indie Rumble. Indie Rumble is an indie crossover platform fighting game featuring iconic gaming characters. Indie Rumble's goal is to gather the biggest indie gaming icons together into one massive all-out fighter. Each character features a moveset handcrafted to fit their character from the source material designed for this fighting game. On top of this, each character receives a home stage and music tracks to boot. Kina, Bridge of Spirits. Kina is a third-person action-adventure game. Kina travels to an abandoned village far from her homeland in search of a sacred mountain shrine. The surrounding land is suffering from a mysterious curse that turns corrupted spirits into dangerous monstrosities. She's the only one who can cure it and sets out to do just that. Suicide for Him. Suicide for Him is an anime stealth adventure game. After losing your parents last year, your brother Fukoshi Hashi has become depressed and afraid. He is now attending the same school as you, but he is faced with a challenge: bullying. You, Akai Hoshi, must find the bullies who torment Fukoshi and put a stop to it at any cost. Lunacid. Lunacid is a first-person dungeon crawler. Long ago, a great beast arose from the sea and covered the earth in a poison fog. Now those deemed undesirable are thrown into a great well which has become a pit of chaos and disease. The only way out is to go further down and confront the sleeping old one below. On the way, there will be many creatures and secrets to discover. No Man's Sky. In No Man's Sky, every star is the light of a distant sun, each orbited by planets filled with life, and you can go to any of them you choose. Fly smoothly from deep space to planetary surfaces with no loading screens and no limits. In this infinite, procedurally generated universe, you'll discover places and creatures that no other players have seen before and perhaps never will again. Anomalous. Anomalous takes place in Kosolov, a grim industrial city with a highly controlled and secretive society. To create the ultimate controllable and mindless workforce, Kosolov had put in place a plan to revive the dead and set them back to work. Benefiting from already high mortality rate with numerous unforeseen consequences resulting in a catastrophic disaster, the only thing left to do is battle your way out of the city. Before we go on to the next exciting game on the list, like this video, smash that subscribe button, and click that notification bell right now, or you'll be trapped in Kosolov and would have to hide for the rest of your life. Cassette Beasts. If you've ever gotten a kick out of mashing disparate Pokemon together to make unholy fusions, then you might be very into Cassette Beasts. In this game, you don't capture monsters or assemble a team like normal. Instead, you'll record a monster to tape and play it back to take on its form for battle, hence the name Cassette Beasts. In other words, you're actually transforming into monsters yourself, and if you build strong bonds with your companions who can morph just like you, you'll be able to fuse with them. Anvil. Anvil is a top-down shooter with action roguelike elements and online co-op game. In it, players take on the role of vault breakers, explorers tasked with scouring the galaxies in search of vaults containing the last remnants of alien civilizations. Breakers can wield a wide array of powers, artifacts, and weapons to aid them in battling the many monsters and unique bosses that guard each vault. Over time, players can enhance their Breaker's mechanical body via EXP-based progression unlocks that allow for different playstyles and team synergies. Icarus. Icarus is an upcoming survival crafting game designed to be played solo or by up to 8 players. The game has you exploring a harsh alien wilderness in limited time sessions due to the planet's harsh conditions. While on the surface, you'll go around completing faction missions, gathering valuable exotic materials, and defending yourself from wild animals. At the end of the session, you'll return to your ship with any collected materials and have an opportunity to craft new gear and conduct research for future upgrades. Lens Island. Lens Island is an upcoming indie survival game that sees you carving out a new life for yourself on a beautiful island teeming with wonder. Explore the island's mysteries by dungeon crawling through caves, hiking through forests, and constructing homes and farms. The game uses a streamlined modular building system that will make even the most novice designers feel like seasoned builders. When you're not tending to crops or adding expansions to your humble abode, you'll set out to meet different characters and battle enemies that may cross your path. Young Souls. Young Souls throws you in a suburban fantasy world where a small town is being taken over by goblins and odd monstrosities. A 2D beat-em-up game at its core with fun RPG elements. As it flourishes, the player is given control of Tristan and Jen, twins who find themselves in the middle of this crazy premise. Hordes of goblins are sent your path as you alternate between each twin, hacking them away, parrying, dodging, and all that. Like most good beat-em-ups, the combat is surprisingly in-depth and should allow for all sorts of combos in a co-op setting. The RPG element works in harmony with the brawler elements as it opens up a new avenue of complexity in building your character's stats. Witchwood. Witchwood is a crafting adventure game set in an expressive land of gothic fables and fairy tales. As the mysterious old witch of the woods, you will explore a strange countryside, collect magical ingredients, brew sorcerous enhancements, and pass your twisted judgment upon a capricious cast of characters and creatures. Witchwood will ooze charm and vivid nostalgia to kids who grew up reading books resembling it. Yet it somehow feels all unfamiliar and fresh. Given that you're playing a witch and have your own Black Phillip, there are obviously dark occult themes that rest beneath the cutesy design. The game mechanics are quaint and simple, yet also seem deep enough to keep the casual gamer preoccupied. Pano Mutation. In Pano Mutation, you play as Anne, a cyborg on a quest to find her missing brother that is seemingly involved in a big corporate conspiracy. In this incredible rendered 3D world, your 2D protagonist will fight waves of goons and all sorts of cybernetic creatures as you traverse through a hostile city. While the demo doesn't show us the full potential of what the game offers, the combat seems complex enough to allow players aerial combos. Exploring the unique 3D plane with a 2D character already makes the game a worthwhile experience. Well, there you have it, the top 15 indie games that will leave you wanting for more. What do you think are the limits to an indie game? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments section below.
If you like this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to this channel. To learn more about Answerly and Answerly tokens, check out the links in the description.